Well, good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day in the World Wide Web. I am so excited to talk to you about real life things that we all need in our lives to help us to become better with our time, our scheduling, learn an in demand skill, make some exciting things happen. I am working on my clarity, my focus back here. YouTube, welcome. Hello, good morning, World Wide Web. My name's Ashley. I'm a realtor. I'm a realtor. And if you know anything about real estate, you know how crazy our income can be. If you don't know that, let me tell you a little bit about it. As a realtor, you got to hustle, you got to get a signed contract, you got to get a property under contract, and you got to close to make a paycheck. But the thing was this: I went to school, I went to college, I did what I was supposed to. I went out and I got a degree, and I still chose a career that told me for the rest of my career days, I'm going to have to hustle, hustle, hustle all the time just to make money, right? Just to make a paycheck. And here's the thing: real estate is so fun. And you guys see HGTV and all these transformations happening in 24 hours. Does that happen? Of course it does. Of course it does. That's so funny, right? It's so funny that the HGTV people came into the world, and I laugh because I'm like, that's not how real estate goes at all. But that's what the TV channels make everyone believe who aren't in real estate. But as a realtor, you know how unbelievable that the HGTV channels are. And you know that that doesn't actually happen in the order or the sequence or the timeline, right? Because most things in real estate take a long time. Just to close a typical transaction in real estate, you're looking at 35 to 40 days. If you've got an amazing lender, he can do it in 30 days or under. In fact, there was a moment in time when your lenders really had to put the pedal to the metal in order to win in this multiple offer situation. Who in here remembers just 36 months ago the craziness of the real estate world where people were paying their appraisal, their future appraisals up front and betting that their property is going to appreciate by the amount of money that they prepaid? I mean, it was a little crazy, but that's okay. That's what people wanted to do. And when you're in a situation of supply and demand, that's what happens. So, as a realtor, now I'm a broker. I've been in the business for 17 years. I've seen a lot of different things coming into our world. I've seen the AIs, I've seen the Zillows, I've seen people coming in and wanting to steal my business. And that's a pretty bold word. Wow, Ashley, that's why would you say steal? Well, because that's what was happening, right? As a realtor, you have to generate every lead that comes through your transaction, whether it be out networking with your social chamber of commerce, whether it be going to these events and telling people who you are, passing out your business card. I mean, your efforts in the real estate business are a reflection of what it is that you're putting out there. And I will say this: most people that are in real estate, our income is disproportionate to our efforts. Would you agree with that? Yes or yes? So, here's what I know. I know that the first 6 months of this year have been, they've been okay. They've been pretty much year over year, every year of what I do. I could have gone out there and developed this huge team and had, masses of people working for me. But my personality, that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to get in real estate because I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to be able to work from anywhere in the world. And that became very exciting to me. In 2008, I started learning a little bit about business, and I started paying attention to business people who had been and come before me and shared with me their hurts, their lessons, their mistakes. And I absorbed that, right? I absorbed that and carried it into my career, in which I'm confident that it's helped me throughout the years to really think about things that have come across my table, to look at it and go, what did that person do? I know I've read this story before where an opportunity was presented to me that really needed a little bit more focus. So here's the thing: what I want to talk to you about today is, do you who you are. Are you looking for a side hustle? Are you out there looking for an extra job? If you're like me, you've been looking for a way to make extra money online, a way to create an online income stream. Why? Because it's out there. People are making money hand over fist on so many levels of platforms. Why not me? So, if you're like me and you've been looking for years and years and years on a side hustle that can help just aid in the career that you love, because the real estate industry is up and down. We're in an election year. When you're in an election year, things are kind of wonky. The feds are meeting again on September 17th. We're hoping that they'll drop the rate by 0.25 or a half percent. They may not. It's an election year and you never know what's going to happen. So instead of worrying about the rest of my life and taking this anxiety and this weight off of my shoulders, I decided to be proactive and go out there and take a look at what it is that is available for me so that I can know that for the rest of my life, I'm going to be able to meet my dreams and my goals, my financial goals that are very large. I have large financial goals. I want to retire at 55. I want to make sure that I have 1.25 million in the bank so that when I do walk away, I know that for the rest of my life, I can live off of that interest and it's going to give me peace of mind. It's going to allow me to live comfortably as I age. So let's talk about where we're at in life. I'm a Gen Xer, 1980 baby, and 17 years in the real estate business. I thought that getting into real estate, I was going to become a millionaire by the time I was 30. Who's with me? Who has thought, oh, no problem, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30? But what happened is now we're 17 years into the future. And although I love my career and I love what I do, and I'll always do real estate, I will. I'm really good at it. I enjoy it. I love talking numbers. I love helping people utilize real estate as their largest asset to advance their generational wealth. I love it. It's legacy stuff, right? But here's what happens. In real estate, I can't control supply and demand. I can't control the feds. I can't control the interest rates. I can't control inflation. These things are out of my control. But what I can control is to absorb the trend as my friend and to look around and to see what's happening around me. So, as I know in real estate, you got to have a CRM. You got to have a customer retention management database that helps you to focus and keep you in front of all of these people that you have worked hard all of your life to get that email, to find out when they're selling, to find out when they're buying. That's your baby. That's your business, right? So you got to have a CRM in real estate, and then you've got to have it on automatic feed because you cannot physically call 6,000 people year over year over year and enjoy it. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody tells you in real estate, you got to make the calls, and you do. You do have to make the calls. But when you get the calls that go out and nobody takes the call and nobody takes the call and nobody takes the call, for someone like me, I don't like that. I want someone to answer the phone and talk to me. Now we're in a world of texting, where people would just rather you text, which is fine. But I'm 44 and I've got fat thumbs, right? So the thing is this, because I get discouraged calling my clients over and over and over, 6,000 people a year, trying to touch base with them once 33 times a year, somehow, some way. Like, it gets exhausting almost to the point where I don't even enjoy my real estate career anymore because that's what it is. But here's what I do love. I do love helping people make the most money on their largest asset in the history of their life. I love that. But here's what I know. Most people right now are 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 57% of these people are making $100,000 to $200,000, and they do not have $2,000 in the bank that they can utilize for just regular living because their expenditure on their car payments, their house payments, their, basketball program, their ballet dance team, all these things are focusing on taking their money away. And so people are living paycheck to paycheck. Did you know that I am on a high level real estate IQ call every week? And we talked last week about 50% of the mortgage applications right now are for refis. Does anybody know what a refi is? Does anybody know what the what the credit rating is right now? It's 6.9. 6.9. So you're telling me that people are refinancing at 6.9? No, Here's what they're doing. They're being forced to rob the equity out of their beautiful investment called a home, in which they bought to increase the generational wealth of their legacy into the future. They're now having to rob their equity to pay off the six maxed out credit cards at 28% because they're desperate. They're desperate. So here's what I know. If you're like me and you've been looking for a side hustle, if you've been looking for a way to make a secondary income, but you're in real estate and your schedule is so spontaneous that you can't commit to a 10-hour, lunch serving waitress job or bartending or a multi-level marketing company, that's ridiculous. You don't make any money doing that. You just end up working for somebody else, right? What about if you were to go get a job at Sephora on the weekend? So you're telling me that you think that you're going to get out of debt by going and working at Sephora for $10 an hour for 8 hours a day on Saturday, when you should be with your family, when you should be doing things that benefit you and your time, and you're going to make $80 in one Saturday. And oh, by the way, that's not even the government taking their money out of it, right? So what if I were to share with you a way that you can increase your time with your family, you can build a business behind the scenes alongside the career that you already like and love and know, right? So I have a program that allowed me to buy a business about 143 days ago. Isn't that crazy? Like, I wrote down the number. It was so wild. The other day I started going back and I'm like, when did I start this business? And it was 142 days ago yesterday. So today's 143. And I just find it fascinating because this has been probably the fastest 6 months of my life, and I've enjoyed it. And it's not even 6 months, right? 6 months is 180 days. I have so enjoyed this journey because it's pushing me outside my comfort zone. It's allowing me to learn an in demand skill. So the cool thing about this is no matter what, I am so far ahead of you. I am so far ahead of the typical person that is just now figuring out how to get online and how to do digital anything. The digital space has been something that's been around for 20 years, believe it or not. I don't know if well, it's been around forever. Amazon's out there. That's a digital company. Your grocery stores now are delivering to you. You QR codes at the menu at the restaurants. Those are all digital marketing things, right? So the reason that I want to share with you what it is that I found is because I care. I care. I am just going to save you 5 years and $20,000 so you can get the lessons without the scars. That's who I am. I have gone out there. I have spent thousands of dollars trying to understand how to put the pieces of the puzzle together because it's spaghetti. Does anybody know what spaghetti is, right? Spaghetti is a bunch of twirls, twirls, twirls. It's all wrapped around each other. But if you individually take out those spaghetti strings and you lay them in a straight path, that's how many technological things are together to make your digital marketing work, right? But finally, someone came up with a brilliant plan. Someone came up with a business that said, you know what? No one in the marketplace is showing the everyday average person, realtors, how to build a business for themselves that can make serious cash, that can make them have a six-figure and seven-figure lifestyle in just a few months worth of putting the hard work in. And then one day you're going to look up and go, whoa, now I have the opportunity to walk away from a career that you love. Or maybe I am going to sell my business because I don't need it anymore. Or maybe it's just going to allow you to get on top again, to get that mortgage paid off, to go buy maybe another piece of property so that you have an income asset producing product that'll take you into retirement. Maybe it's to get rid of those five complete, maxed out credit cards. Maybe it's to learn a new skill. Maybe it's to get ahead and just like be able to give your kids a weekend every weekend that is an amazing weekend without looking at your bank account going, well, we can't go rollerblading today, guys. We can't go to the go-kart thing because we just don't have enough money. Top Golf's a little out there. We can't go spend 4 hours at Top Golf this week, right? Wouldn't you love the ability to be able to work 2 hours a day for a period of time and look down at your bank account and go, wait a minute. The career in which I love, which I go to all the time, takes me 1 year to make what I just made in digital marketing in 6 months. What? This is where it's happening. There is a reality happening, but here's where you are. You're most likely confused with all of the options that are out there. If you're like me, I spent days and years, I spent years and days snapping and getting free PDFs and trying to put together all these things on my own time because I thought I'm smart enough. I can figure this out without having to pay money, right? I can figure this out without having a mentor. I can figure this out without having to, you know, without having to spend money. I'm smart enough, right? But the thing is this, why not spend the money to learn the system, to get it under your belt instead of doing what I did, which was spending 5 years and about $20,000 on lessons. And now here I am, 7 years later, finally 100% successful on getting my digital product out there because I understand it. It was shown to me in a very simple process because I have a module system that walks me through on how to do it. And then I'm taught how to market, I'm taught how to go and find my perfect audience, and I'm taught how to show up every day with consistency. Now, once you learn how to do this, this is where the word scalable comes in. So once you learn how to build your product that you just simply wanted to learn how to do, promote, and sell, now you already have the knowledge to go to the next level. If you want to take it to the next level and implement it into your real estate business, then you get to do that because they show you how to build a business within the program. Now, what if you have a passion such as cooking on the Blackstone grill, or you're really good at cleaning pools, or you're really good at, ceramics, or you're really great at, building wreaths. And what if you want to share that passion with the world and teach others how to do it? Then that's a digital product that you can spend time documenting it on your camera and package it up with a bow and share it as a how to make wreaths class on social media. And now I'm going to charge you $47. Invite your friends over, bring your tools. Let's have a Pinterest party. Let's make a wreath. And for the holidays, let's get together as friends and do an activity. And you can lead that by sharing this beautiful product that you have called wreath making. Now, I know that kind of is taking a left turn here. I don't want to confuse you. What I'm trying to say is that within our community, if you want to show up just like me and you just want to buy the product and sell the product, you can do that. But if you also have a business, you can buy the product, push it out to your business, right? Same thing with the passion. If you have a passion of building wreaths, you get to take that product, build it, and push it out there. So if we know that the jobs that we thought we were going to have, we went to school, we graduated from college, we, went and got married, have the 2.3 kids, have a house payment, all the things, but we don't have a job that rewards us financially enough to have a peace of mind. So if you're like me, like what are you doing? How are you going to get there? So we know that the digital marketing space is an opportunity. I can't imagine that you haven't seen information regarding digital marketing. So if digital marketing is an option that's out there, then that's something that you know about, right? Something that you know about. Let me adjust my camera. And then the thing is this, but Ashley, I don't understand. There's just too many options. It's too difficult to understand. There's people telling me that I need this course and this program, and I just don't understand. So you're looking for a step-by-step simple program to help you understand digital marketing, right? Now, the one of the things that most people fear is they fear wasting time on and money on ineffective courses. So if I know that you're fearful of wasting time on ineffective courses, may I share with you what it is that I did? Because I don't want you to have 5 years and $20,000 that were my scars. Like I'm just trying to give you the information so that you can expedite and not have to go through what I did. So may I show you what it is that I found? So I decided to go check out this program called Legacy Builder Program. Now, when I found this, it was in February. And this is how quickly time goes by. So I just want to encourage you. This is how quickly time goes by. So in February, I was totally covered up with real estate. I had a lot of things going on. I wasn't able to focus on, getting into a business, but I snapped a TikTok girl and she shared with me, said some things that I was like, wait a minute, this sounds different. This doesn't sound like a course. This doesn't sound like a PDF document. This sounds like a 100% situation that's going to get me taught and built up my system, and then also a community that's going to share with me, right? So here's what I did. It's a really simple process. When I bought the Legacy Builder program, there's four opportunities to come in at. I bought the $900 level because I'd already been researching for years and years and years about what this is. So because I knew what this was, I decided to come in so I could get access to all four income streams. There's a one-time $29 fee. That's how the company makes money. But once I pay the $900, then the product is mine. So I hand it to you. Now, what I do is I simply go out there and help to get my Daily Wealth Online name discoverable. So that's it, because I bought in a community that shows me the modules on how to set up my business. Now, all my responsibility is, once that little step is done, which is usually done in the first 2 hours of buying the program, this is all I have to do for the rest of my life, is just make dailywealthonline.com discoverable, because this is my sales page that's out there working for me 24/7. So once I get to this sales page, because this was built by copywriters and marketing executives, they have a conversion ratio of 1 in 20. So once you go to this page, it's going to lead you to put your email in so that you can learn more. Once you put your email in, you're going to get this video. This is Michelle. She's the one that built this product and thought, wow, this is a great opportunity. Why? Because I want to learn how to make money online. You want to learn how to make money online. Realtors need to understand how to make money online, because what we're doing is simply not working right now. And we all have big goals. And so we get that we're going to have to partner with another company to figure out our goals and dreams, right? So once you get this email, this is like an 11-minute email. You guys watch it a couple of times. I know I did. My fiance and I watched it one day. I went to him and I actually had these overwhelming thoughts of like, I don't know, I have been scarred. I am scarred. I'm so scarred. I have spent 5 years in this industry trying to understand, trying to unravel the spaghetti, because I don't get it. I have been overwhelmed and frustrated and fearful, and I almost quit. I almost quit on something that I truly believed in, because as a realtor, I saw behind the scenes how it was working. I know I needed a CRM. How on earth am I going to keep up with 6,000 people in my database without a CRM? I already knew that automations are the way to go. The trend is your friend, people. If you know that you have to have a CRM in order to focus and stay in touch with all 6,000 people so that you can have a life, then you already know it, digital marketing is where it's at. So why not show you a way to make an income online that matters? Not $10 an hour at Sephora for 8 hours on a Saturday making $80. I'm talking about spending 2 hours a day on your business with the option of making $100, $300, $600, $900 daily. And oh, by the way, remember in the beginning when I told you that this is a business that you build over time? So it's kind of like compound interest. If you show up every day and help to make this page discoverable, and you do this every day on social media is a 5 billion monthly subscribers on social media. There's 8.8 billion people on the planet, you guys. That's more than half of the people on the planet are on social media. So all I have to do is make my page discoverable to 5 billion people. Let's think about it this way. If I'm fishing and I know the pond over there has got about 100,000 fish in it, but the pond next to it has 5 billion fish in it, where do you think you're going to go fishing for a successful day to like be a fisherman guide and take, all your clients out to go fishing? Are they going to have a great time in the 100,000 fish pond? Or are they going to have a better time and it's going to go down in the record books as the best memory on the planet, because they caught millions of fish because they were fishing in a 5 billion fish pond, right? So what I'm doing is I am making my name discoverable. Now, how did I get that name? How did you do it, Ashley? That sounds complicated. Great question. What it is that's where it's at. Don't get discouraged by the technical terms when you hear digital marketing, because we make it very simple. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. So, because I'm making dailywealthonline.com discoverable, right? That's my name. So, when you get to dailywealthonline.com, you have this sales page, because it was built with intentionality. It was built to convert at a high level. You're going to enter your email in here. Now, 1 in 20 are converting. Once you get the email, you go to this video. This is a 13-minute video, and this video explains so much information regarding what this is. I do my best to give you, 100% the full package deal right here. I do my best to do that for you, but there's only so much that I can do. So when I give you the video, it's going to make a lot more sense. Now, some people are going to be so excited and ready to go and understand it 100%. So they're obviously going to be asked if they're ready to purchase. If they are, because one size doesn't fit all, you can buy the $900, which is my top seller and gives you access to all things the Legacy Builder program, the $600 digital mastery, the $300 passive income, or the $100 launch pad. So that's the cool thing about it. The one time you pay the fee, and now I make 100% of that money. So let's say you're so excited about it, you decide to buy the $900 program. That money goes into my bank account. $900. Now, what happens if you're not ready and you need more information? You're dropping the kids up. Excuse me, and the thing out here is going off. I hope it's not too noisy. Leaf blower. What happens if you're not ready? You're dropping the kids off, you're running into the grocery store, no problem, because you put your information on my sales page. This is my 24/7 automatic sales page that's out there working for me while I sleep, right? This is where I ask people to put their email. Once they put their email in, I know that 1 in 20 emails is going to make me a sale. Now, the cool thing about the Legacy Builder program is it's so simple. Anybody could do it. I mean, like a 10-year-old, you guys, and even a 53-year-old person who's never seen technology before. I know because I witnessed it in my house. My fiance is 53 and he has no tech skills whatsoever. He didn't even have a Facebook page. I made him get a Facebook page so that he could, connect with people and start another business, which we tried to start a man in a truck business and it didn't work out. It cost us way too much money. We lost on a truck. And so blah, blah, blah. That's another story. But I made him get a social media page because I said, you got to have this. But here's what they gave me when I bought my Legacy Builder program. This is our system. And it comes in a very beautiful, easy to read, easy to understand, because every video is labeled. Every step is labeled. It takes you like 3 or 4 steps to figure out how to start hooking up your domain, which is dailywealthonline.com. And that's the exciting part, because once you start hooking that up, that is your freedom machine. Your freedom machine is dailywealthonline.com. And now you are going to be out there on the World Wide Web with a business that's open 24/7. So let me explain to you where I'm at right now, because every day I ask people to like, comment, share, or say I'm ready in the comments below, and I'll send you the link. Where I'm at 143 days in the business is every morning I wake up and people are saying yes and ready and go and all the things that I'm asking them to do. So it's taken just a little bit of time, but all I do every day is show up for a 2-hour a day work day. I am coachable and I make sure I have a CEO mindset. Why? Because I bought a business. I bought a business because I want to be the boss babe girl. I want to be a successful person, and I want to take advantage of this digital space that's out there for you and for me, and it's available for anybody to create an online income. So going back, because I want to show you how simple this is so that you can understand you need to take action. So one of the most important pieces of the pie in your Legacy Builder program, and notice how quickly you get to it. Here's the program. First section, number 2, what is that? That is your Zoom link. So I know that every day that we have a Zoom call or a webinar or a Legacy Builder program speaker or a guest speaker or a mindset talk person, I just have to go to my Legacy Builder link and go there. Now, here's where we're at in school. I want to show you something fantastic. When you get to school, this is where we all hang out as a business. This is basically our virtual office. So I know any day of the week, if I want to see what's going on the calendar, I simply go to the calendar in the school community, which is where our business employees, right? We're not employees. We're all selling the same thing, but we are selling it to the people who we are attracted to, the people in our social medias. We're taught in our business how to attract people who are like us, who are going to know us, and who are going to trust that what we have can solve their problem. Now, once you get started, the very cool thing is that I went straight to the classroom. I went straight to the classroom because I was like, look, I am ready to get started. I was ready 5 years ago. How do I catch up? How do I get out there and get exposed? Because I know what this is. I'm ready. So the cool thing is, this classroom, they give you 100 ideas in the content. So I went right into content, downloaded these hooks, downloaded the CTAs, downloaded the headlines, and I was able to get started immediately. Now, I didn't exactly know what it was that I was even selling in the beginning, but I became very knowledgeable of that thing because it's one thing that you're selling. You're not having to learn a product catalog. You're not having to, memorize SKU numbers and figure out prices of anything. No, the price is 900, 600, 300, or 100. And then that's it. You go and push it. You tell people about the different products. But if you're like me and you know that you are ready to get started, you're going to want to come in at the $900 level. Why? Because you get access to everything. You have to break it down. If you come in at the $100 level, we're going to teach you some of the fundamentals of marketing. Absolutely. And you'll have one stream of income. So you can go out there and push the launch pad. And every time you sell it, it's a $100 sell. And you can do that on a scalable level over and over. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. People are doing it inside our community all the time. But the thing is this, if you get really good at selling the $100, you may be missing out on the $900 a day. Because what if you sold 10 $900 a day deals? That's a $10,000 day, you guys. That's pretty cool, huh? I mean, I'm seeing $10,000 checks because I'm in real estate. That doesn't really I wish they happened every day. I do. I wish I had a $10,000 check every day in real estate. But the reality is this, I have to breathe and I have to live. Real estate is overwhelming. There's a lot of pressure. You're solving people's problems. People want you to take calls all throughout the night, all throughout the day, every holiday, every vacation. And it gets overwhelming. It's like, man, I just don't have a quality of life anymore. And I think a lot of realtors are feeling that way. They love what they're doing, but instead of hustling and just go, 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 and turning and burning, because that's what these team environments have done. They've made it to where you get a lead, you're going, you got people you can't breathe, and that's not enjoyable to me. But that's why I partnered up with Legacy Builder, because I already understand that the world is digital. I already understand that in my business, I have to have a digital automation to my clients because I have 6,000 people who like, know, and trust that I am going to help them with their real estate when the time comes. Now, the thing is this, most people don't sell their house for 5 to 7 years. So I'm always trying to put more people into my pipeline so that I can keep building my business. And the thing with Legacy Builder is that because this page is out there working for me 24/7, my job every day is just to show up and make Daily Wealth Online discoverable. So if I already know that I'm going to show up every day for 2 hours talking about Daily Wealth Online because this page is out there working for me, and I know that 1 in 20 emails is going to make me $900, then all I have to do is be consistent. If you cannot do social media and show your face, no problem. Within our classroom, I want to show you this. Within our classroom, we have a faceless marketing campaign because we know people that can't always show their faces. There's people that are in the community, in the school districts, that are public service officers, financial planners. Like, some people cannot put their face on social media. No problem. We have this beautiful thing called Faceless Marketing Empire. Many, actually thousands of people in our community are having massive success. This is the 90-day legacy run is one of the runs that we just did. This was, I think this one ended in June. I think it ended in June. I'm currently on a 90-day run right now with the 90-day success sprint, and it's informative, and there's always a lesson to be learned because the digital space, there's just it's a new space. It's a new space, and we have a mentor to help us make sure that our minds are being clear and that we're thinking outside the box and not to get discouraged. So now that you know about the Legacy Builder program, I want to ask you if you have any questions about it. I want to encourage you that I care. I care because I spent 5 years of my life and $20,000 to get the lessons, and the lessons that I captured and gathered all together and saved the PDFs and did the courses and became kind of a hoarder with electronic data did not get me to this level. Now, finally, I have a business in a box that I simply bought for $900, was given the business, and now my goal is to get out there to the World Wide Web and make it discoverable. And I'll do it. My goals are big, you guys. I'm going for 1.5 million in 15 months, and I want to invite you to come with me because it's happening. It's happening, and right now is the best time to get in it. Not tomorrow, today. In fact, 6 months ago, right? Like, the digital space is growing so fast. But the thing is this, there's still plenty of people to be taught and shown how to do this because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And once you are given the keys to the kingdom, right? Once you're given the access to share and know how to build this thing, the sky's the limit. It's so cool. So I want to encourage you because this program that I have is so simple that you could do it, and I want you to understand that I truly care because I don't want to see you go start your journey on digital marketing and stay behind the camera for 5 years, because it will happen. It will happen that you will watch me and watch me and watch me day after day after day. And I'm telling you right now to go and get started and make it happen, because if you don't, you're just going to get left behind. What if the next 6 months of your life change forever? What if you go and you have the best Christmas ever because you took a chance on yourself? So simply go to Daily Wealth Online, you guys, put your email in. I will let you know we have a webinar this week. So if you go and make sure your email is in on Daily Wealth Online, I'll send you the link to the webinar. Come check it out. It gives you an opportunity to meet the community, which I didn't even tell you about. The community is 30,000 people strong, and we are a global business. So with 30,000 people having massive success, when I bought my business, we had 14,000. Now it's August. No, it's September 4th, right? September 4th. Oh my gosh, it is. And so we've had 15,000 people buy the product since then. So if that tells you anything, that's where the world's going. We're all looking for a way to make extra income without sacrificing our time from our families, without sacrificing memories and missed moments with our children, vacation time, without having to feel confined by that number in your bank account. Get out from underneath those things. This can get you there, and this will help. So dailywealthonline.com, go make sure to sign up for put your email in. I'll make sure that you get the webinar link, and we'll end it there. Thanks so much for taking time and hanging out with me, YouTube. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, TikTok. I appreciate you. Anybody have any questions? I didn't see any.